Oh, it's been so long since I've been on. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if you guys get the notification. Just driving home and automatically felt to come on. So I'm here. Hello to everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy May. Happy 2022. Happy eclipses. Happy. So many things were being shown to me. I saw an eagle. So if an eagle resonates with you, then listen to whatever that's going to come through. There'll be a message for you possibly. Michelle, hi, I missed you too. Oh, so I'm driving and a beautiful eagle flies in front of me and just breathtaking. Then I saw a butterfly. So I'm just driving and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the house and I'm going to go on and see Deborah and see if I'm supposed to come on. So yeah, here I am. So if any of those things, a butterfly, eagle resonates with you, that, you've been feeling something or you've been shown that, then there's obviously going to be something I'm going to say that'll help. That you're questioning or wondering about. Okay. Because usually my Fridays are get your ass to the ocean kind of day, but I didn't today. I just felt like be ready for whatever. So here I am. So you have Friday 13th. You have tomorrow or this weekend is really Saturday and Sunday is the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, full moon, blood moon, Scorpio energy. We're in Mercury retrograde till I think the 10th of June. But this Mercury retrograde is a different type because we're in between two eclipses right now where a lot of things are happening for you to eclipse out of your life. A lot of people are really just no longer doing for others in any kind of sense. Even coworkers, family members, friends, people, things, just everything is different. Am I right or wrong? How are you guys feeling? You guys feel a little different? It's so good to see you, Stu. Let's see here. Moving forward, keep going forward. You're so right. Yeah. Look, stay rooted and grounded. Murray! Don't know who Cool It Down's new edition is for. It's for someone here. See? Yeah. Cool it down. You got to slow it down. Slow. Yeah. That's this whole day was doing. Yeah. So someone else needs to hear that too. Good morning. Yeah. Cause when I seen the eagle right away, I thought of stellar intelligence, sharp, the butterfly, the beautiful butterfly flying there, right at the corner down the street here. And that was I'm going to go on because something needs to be said. But it is slow it down, be present. Everybody is starting to become more present in their moments, wherever they are, even if they're just sitting at home. You guys are really being present and not entertaining noise, distraction, the things that used to make you feel like you needed a sense of getting your point across or assuring someone else's emotions or clarity, because my whole thing was always making sure everybody that came to me truly understood what I was saying so they couldn't twist shit. Okay. Allow and accept where they are in their life at the moments they're in their lives, meeting you where you are at in your life, and not allowing triggers to affect you any longer, accepting them where they are, and if they can't accept where you were at in your life, then you just send them mental telepathic love and light. But you keep moving forward. I have to go back and watch the beginning later. It's not that much, but yeah. Maria, you came on right at like the beginning, because like the only thing I mentioned was about the eagle butterfly and how Fridays I normally go to the ocean, but yet I'm here. And things are changing. And with ample time to give you time to make the adjustments. Therefore, with the adjustments you made within yourself for yourself, in trusting yourself when they were coming up, they're moving forward. And other things that possibly you didn't so much as surrender to, it's happening now. Okay, so I got 2 cards so far, and I'm just going to keep going. Look at this. Sun from the mental confliction. Happiness, the yes card, the happiest card in the deck. Look to the light, look to the sun. Let the sun fill you up with the energy you need, because this mental confliction is changing. That's why they're saying stay rooted and grounded with the people and alliances, and continue to speak honestly and trust your intuition with anybody coming forward to you at this moment in your life, because it is about who is joining you, who is for you, who's with you, who's not for you, who's not with you, and where you're headed, including family. And when we're all sitting at the round table, I will tell you a story. A story that a couple of people do know because they're watching as it's unfolding, including myself. So let's clarify these before we continue further. What is this happiness that everybody needs to look at? This, the happiness on the happiness, the sun card. Happiness from the sleepless nights with anxiety of lucid dreams, past lives being presented to some. I have to say that for some, because some of it has conflicted their thoughts about who and what you really are, what you're doing. So many people, like I have done generational curses and regressions and clearing 9 or 10 years ago. But even I realized one other thing that was left undone, that I needed to make a judgment call. Look at this. The 9 of Swords, make a judgment call on the stuck thought. The 9, the 8, and the Judgment. So and this is free will. I've said it time and time again. Everybody's ultimate gift in life is to be here, is that free will and choice. So you do have your free will, but they're saying be happy, stay in the light, get the energy you need from the sun. It's the ultimate happiness card, the yes card. Okay. So in order to have this yes card that I'm saying, why do you have this presented right before the mental confliction? And that's because we're in a Mercury retrograde, your thoughts. All right. They're changing. Reevaluate, refine, rethink, retweak, readjust, reevaluate the things, and stay grounded for yourself as you keep moving forward. It's about the things that have kept you up at night. Make this judgment call to stop feeling trapped. Okay? Because again, you have happiness taking you out of the lack and feeling stuck, left out in the cold, bringing you to unity, stability, structure, and change. So why does everybody got to stay grounded through this process right now? There it is, right there. 5 of Wands, and a wish coming true. The struggle, the drama, the changes, financial changes, material changes, people changes, the struggle. Okay, stay grounded from the drama and away from it. Okay, there is a wish coming true. What is this wish coming true? And you need to stay grounded. There it is right there. Five of Wands. Five of Wands on the Five of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is the Queen, so it's feminine energy. Stay grounded. The wish that you have, that desire, that mystery, that mysticism, bringing people together. And the phoenix bird that you are about to rise up off of your ashes. Okay. That's what everybody needs to know. From your struggles, from the strives, from everything that you've been internally, externally battling, you will rise above. All right. Let's see here. What can people expect for this weekend that you want them to know? What is it? What is it? What is it? Some of you need to stay isolated, because you're still rewriting your pages of your life. A lot of you are going straight to your purpose. You all know what your purpose is and why you're here and what you want to do and go towards, and you're going to do it. No matter what any longer anything or anybody keeps coming at you and making you think differently. You're not living for others anymore, including family, because it's a higher purpose than them. That black sheep of the family kind of situation, that scenario or that word, or, like, here's another word, trauma. It's not trauma. I mean, that's the word we have to use to label something, to categorize so people can relate to something. But, like childhood trauma or whatever, because I did a thing and it said child. I'm like, no, it's not really childhood trauma, because when we come here, we know what we're meant to do. We just forget. So as we wake up, we remember, you know what I mean? So it's not so much trauma, so much as like, there's got to be another word for it, but that's not it. That's got to change. And I have to say that for whatever reason. I got to say, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Because even those that don't understand you will come to understand you, period. And understand that, where you're going and what you're meant to do and what you're doing and where you're led to feel happiest will make sense to them. But it was never meant for them to be made sense to. That makes sense? Does that make sense? See it this weekend. Let's see. And then after this, I'll do the TikTok. I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to do the elemental damaged. Yeah, damaged is another word. Yeah, it could be damaged. But even that word, it's like, okay, here, because they're telling me just tell them this piece. Okay, so I'm going through something, like I'm always going through something. I'm a walking testament. I said that since I can remember. I'm a walking testament for others to see, to continue, to keep going. So I'm going through something for myself as a mother, as the gift that was bestowed upon me, not once, but 3 times, when I was told I couldn't have children in the here and now, you know what I mean? But I did, and I do, and I have 3. But I know, like you guys all know, please listen, because obviously it's going to be something for somebody. I know what I got to do to bring about, bring about in the sense that serendipity, the retreat, and then bring about everybody, and then always have a place for everybody to come to, no matter where you are in the world, to harness, to appreciate, to be, to flourish in your gifts, safe, whatever it is, because this retreat is going to be amazing on every aspect and every level. And I'm even going to have a recording studio where everybody can go that that knows how to work boards and stuff, make meditations and sounds and frequencies. It's going to be amazing. So, I see it and I'm bringing it, and then my children, they've known through their own eyes and experience with living and watching me. But something happened the last part of April. And I was like, man, something's always happening to Angie. Really. I mean, and Angie don't really do nothing to cause it, but it's there, again, walking testament for other, All right. And I'm just bulldozing through it and I'm getting through it. And I got 8 days and I do it. But in the process of me handling it, right? In the process of me handling it, I'm to be shown. Are you paying attention and are you watching how they are treating you, how they're acting, and who's really here? Are you looking, right? And these are about my own children. Okay. So, but me being me always, because my go-to is just fucking, all right, just put it right here. I got this. Let me get through this and then I'll take a breather and then I'll evaluate everything. I'll process everything. But when I'm in it, I'm in it, and I'm like, boom, 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 and I'm doing what I got to do. But they're like, no, we don't want you doing that this time. We want you to really be present in it and really pay attention. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What? Okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Because it was with my own children. I'm like, wow. So, and then I'm hearing a voice get louder in my head, louder in my head. And I'm like, I hear you loud and clear, but can I finish this before I get to that? And they're like, okay, but don't forget that. And I'm like, trust me, I'm not going to forget that because you won't let me. Okay. Are you paying attention? Because something might have happened to you. And so when I was done and I got it back and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I got to go. I pulled out something that I haven't seen since I got divorced. It was my divorce papers. I had to, they're like, get your divorce papers. I get divorced. Get. And I'm like, man, I haven't seen that shit since I got, fine. Okay. So I pull it out and I'm like, are you kidding me? I had a Hail Mary the whole time and didn't even realize it. So much so that I couldn't even believe what I was looking at, right? That I took it and I had the people the people at the courthouse. I'm like, can you please? And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, son of a bitch. It was one. I'm like, wow. All these years I was struggling and I didn't have to struggle at all. But I know why once I sat with it and dissected and digested it, I was shown why I put it away when I got divorced and never looked at it, because it was meant for now in my life, for it to be a more powerful message, even beyond me, for them when the time came for it to be revealed and cleared. Karma, circle back. Not my own, you know what I mean? So I was like, whew. But in the discovery, here lies Angie having to put the armor on one more time, one more again, because this one was going to be even this one for my children, the new generation, because I cleared out old generational curses like fuck yeah, be gone, no, 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 you know, here I stand, here they come, and future, right? So here is their free will and choice. Here is new moving forward. What are you going to do? Moment. Here's your new. Because that big energy shift that everybody felt, you know, a couple of months ago, it was a true division in the sense of stay in the good and the light and stay in your truth. And then the others choose to want to be in the locust cookie of Vegas and temptation and money and greed and whatever. You know what I mean? So I had to put my armor on one more again, and I took action. And once I took the action, which I had my Hail Mary to do, I took a deep breath. I sent the proper, hey, by the way, text. This is what's going down. And when I sent it, fully knowing the reaction I was going to get from that person, because some things, certain things have not changed. Other things have, but certain ways still, So I was like, okay, here we go. So I'm driving and I'm purposely driving back to the courthouse just in case to see what the response will be to know my next move. This is so unlike me in every aspect in the situation, because this is something I should have done and acted upon years ago, but I didn't, because I was always saving grace and peace and protecting and shielding my children from not seeing that, because I didn't want that to be the way of life for them. Don't be like that, So I had to do it. And he didn't like it, and he cursed me, and called everybody in, his sister, his brother, my stepson that's 28 that I haven't heard from in 28 or 2 years, and my children, and said whatever he said. Okay. And they were all coming for me. They all came for me. And I think I said it in the last video when I was taking that long walk and it was showing me everything. And I said, I'm going to put a fucking for sale sign on the front lawn because that's my, well, guess what? That's exactly what I did. But I had right, it was in my legal right to do it. And I was like, son of a bitch, man, here's my out to go to be, to free and do what I got to do for everything else. But like, I'm saying this to you guys because in that moment, I had more faith, unconditional, blinding faith. Okay. Blinding faith within my children, because they know me, they see me, they've witnessed and watched things, their own friends have gotten reading, things. So they know. My oldest son, my Capricorn son, the one that I had the most things happen alongside together to learn and grow of his purpose, why he chose me to be his mother here. You know what I mean? And everything. He actually is the only one that had not said and is not and still not saying anything about the situation. The only thing he did say is, this isn't my business and I don't want to get involved. I said, perfect, because that's exactly it. It's not your business, baby. And it's not for you to be involved or have to feel like you're torn between making a decision between the two. Because to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you right now, because I told him, I said, be honest with you, I already made 3 copies of the divorce papers. And when I pass away in the will, you'll each have the divorce papers. So you'll know truth. You'll have it in black and white for yourselves when the time comes. That's what I'm serious, because the type of person I was married to is the deepest definition of the darkest Scorpio. for real. And every protection and everything he ever had while he was with me was because I was with him. Period. Period. And, and anybody that knows us and knows me and knows him will agree and attest to that. It's nothing, but I don't associate with or anything. And that's why when I got divorced, that was it, But two of my kids don't talk to me right now. They're not talking to me right now. And like I said, I had the deepest unconditional faith in them, so to feel what I needed to feel was what I needed to feel, because the last thing that was holding me all year has been, when do I go? Because I was still attached to my children. I was still like, okay, well, Darren, there, still a little, okay. And then Dylan is well, he said he's going to go in the Air Force in July. All right. I can just stick it out and just keep going until July. Well, Devin's okay, because he's got his girlfriend, I just want to make sure everybody's okay before I take off. They're like, no, it's time to go. This is why I'm saying this. It's time to go. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. This is my will. And they know me. I am a mother hen. I will, and I have for over, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. But like I'll say 40 years. I'm a lot older. I'm older than that, but I'll say 40 years for everybody else. Okay. They're like, no more. We need you to remember that month in Belize, because that month in Belize was for you to remember, to get you back to you, so that you can focus on your purpose and your path to bring about and do what's waiting for you and for everybody else. And not for 1 minute will I ever not do for somebody else. But I had 3 children that I wanted to make sure. And they're like, you got to remember, they chose you to be your mother, to give them what they needed. You did your part. They're going to be okay. But then when the 2 are not talking to me right now, I'm like, how is this right? They're like, don't worry. This is their free will and choice, what they're choosing to listen to that. There's going to come their own time when they're going to realize everything, and you'll be there. I said, of course I'm going to be there. I'll have the door open with the arms, and we have the stereo blasting, and I'm cook dinner. They're like, okay, that's right. You know what you're going to do. So don't worry. Just keep going. This is a distraction trying to keep you. And I'm like, okay. And this is the hardest pill I have to swallow, to be like, as a matter of fact. Because I guarantee you, they're waiting for me to call them, and it ain't going to happen. And that's a Sicilian, Italian thing that I don't even want to do. I'm like, no, because that's old school. That's old school. Like, you respect me, I'm your. But in this situation, yeah, respect your elders, regardless if you came out of my canal or not. You know what I mean? I'm your elder, and you should know better. I taught you a great. I poured a solid foundation. You should have known better, but that's the time you needed to go through your own path of discovery. And this is where their life starts and where I have to go. Understand? So there's something in that for you guys, whatever's going on in your world or something. It may not be exact, but it may be like the empowerment or the feeling, or the metaphor for you in some way. Okay, so let's get to this and see. Being a Scorpio in the darkest is so ugly. Oh yeah, it is, Michelle. But see, the thing is I'm a Scorpio moon. My emotions, I know exactly how to handle Silver, because I am one. And God rest her soul, that she's still here with me. I came through. The first teacher I wanted was my mother here, and she happened to be a Scorpio. So I always knew what I was doing before I, you know what I mean? I always knew what I was doing when I was doing it. even when I didn't remember what I was doing. Okay. I knew who to come through and be to have what I needed and still to deal with the shit show of this place. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, and marrying my ex-husband was never for love. It was for, he had a son. He had a 6-month-old son that I was always told from doctors that I couldn't have children. And I fell in love with his son, whom 2 weeks ago decided to text me and say some outlandish shit. And I'm looking at it like, excuse me? I haven't heard from you 2 years and this is what you say? Yeah. Fuck you. And I put my phone down. They were coming for me all day. I was like, damn. And you know what's good? I didn't even drink. I had not a single drink. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, because I could have easily had like, today's the day me and Jack should hang out. Nope. Nope. I'm like, I'm done. You're just all mad that I didn't do what you always are used to me doing. Keeping my mouth shut to save face and keep peace for others to be happy. This is where I insert the allowance that's given upon me to tell you abafangu. Abafangu. I'll say it in Italian. You took, I allowed, I gave, and you took enough. That's it. No harm, no foul. Next. Because this is what's coming. 10 of Cups. An offer. A different perspective and being enlightened as you watch everything and everybody around you being enriched and enlightened. And wealth, stability, loyalty, and happiness. Boom. You know where this comes from? The lies, deception, and deceit. No more. No more birthing anew with a lot of fertility and growth from the lies, deception, and deceit. Everybody getting on their horse, taking their wand of passion and desire and going at it again. Enough is enough. And now that you said that and I see that, I have to say and emphasize, in the midst of what I was shielding, protecting, guarding, and sacrificing for self for 3 kids, because I was raising boys to become men, not what was, the supposed to be the model male, the father at that time, what he was in the way he handled and was then, I think that's around the time the movie Enough came out with Jennifer Lopez. That movie Enough, that was like my friggin' I never even said it to people, but there was 2 people that like, Ange, that's your movie. I'm like, man, they really don't want me to be like that. They don't want that. They're like, Ange, that's your movie. I'm like, hell yeah, it's my movie, but they don't want that piece of me. They don't want that Brooklyn, Jersey, Philly, fucking Sicilian, like, do you really think, No. But yeah, it's that enough is enough, but in a way that it could be approached and delivered with grace and assurance differently. So relate me to, yeah. Oh my God, that's me. Yes, my friends will say the same thing. Yeah. I mean, there was a time where my own son said it to me. I want to say like a couple years ago. Yeah. He's like, Ma, where's Angie from Brooklyn? I'm like, listen, Angie from Brooklyn is right here. Don't let it fool you. Okay. She's sleeping. She's dormant. All right. And for the grace of everybody else, I keep her tranquilized, because there's always a better way. But sometimes, it's okay, because I always have this thing in my head, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And I don't like, so I'm not trying to, because I ain't trying to get stabbed. I know the feeling, and I know the feeling of being burned from past lives. I'm not trying to do that this time around. I'm trying to do it a different way, okay? But I'm noticing, a lot more people are uniting, and I love, finally, there's no more burning at the stake. There's no more hunting down. They're standing tall and shining their light, and it's yeah, it's great. Finally, all these centuries, these days, these weeks, these months, these hours, these days, it's like finally here for everybody. And there's no more need. Yeah, sacrifice. Yeah, it's like there's no more need. Your last sacrifice, that was it. Because now it's time to live and that's this message. This whole thing that's going on right now, and the feeling and everything that you're seeing, even, like I personally, not to think spelling is right. Yeah, it is, I believe. Whatever you're going through in your life, the mental torn, your work and stuff. Like, I had this conversation yesterday. My thing is about money. Okay. But I know where it came from here and now. It came from always having, feeling the need that a man had to control the money, and took it away just to be, to empower himself, to diminish, a woman's worth. Because I saw it with my mother, my stepfather that used to beat us up. He would keep money so she couldn't fill up the car to run away with me and the kid, me and my brother, just for safety. And then with my ex-husband, he used to use money over my head because I was a stay-at-home mom, and would rip the phone off the wall so I couldn't make calls, and I was purposely in the house, and he knew where I was so he can fuck off and do whatever he want, like so much. And so I know why I have a thing with money, like my thing with money is I don't give a fuck about money for that reason. Excuse my language, not that money's a bad taste in my mouth. It just like, you know what I mean? Like, see that, so people work like, oh, you got to work, you got to make that money. I'm like, but are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? I understand we need money. We need everything. We need love. We need attention. We need to be heard. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm going to tell you that after I get this, and the word we need, that is a need. You do need to be heard. You should be heard. You have a right to be heard. You have a right to express your feelings. You don't have to suppress what you feel. Fuck that. That's Scorpio coming out. Okay. No, say how you feel. Enough is enough. Who says? I've been saying who says for a while, because someone said I was wearing weight when I shouldn't wear weight because it's not Labor Day or Memorial Day. I'm like, who said that? I'm like, I'm wearing weight because I feel good. I feel pure. I feel nice. And it makes me look good against my skin. Who said that? I don't know. Somebody went. When? I don't know. In the early 1900s. Okay, who? Why? Because they said. Who are they? Who? I'm going to start having owls on my shoulders. Who? You got to live free and authentic. Be authentic. Nah, that was the whole thing about the lies, deception. Yeah. I mean, yes, again, I know you need money. You need this, you need that. It's a means. It's just like energy. Everything. You have everything. And even me, I'm working on the money thing. I really am working on the money thing. I really am. Because there are certain things, you need your electric bill. Yes. But even then, I'm like, you know what? I'm freaking here for them. I'm here for them. I'm here for my kids. I'm struggling for my kids. Because in all honesty, my whole heart, my mind, my soul, I really want to just get in my car and freaking be that that gypsy that I need to be and go visit everywhere and see everybody and pick the land and start getting the retreat. And I'm getting there another month or two because I got now what I did to assure he does what he needs to do so that I can. So I figure I got another month probably here that I'm going to, by the will of grace, by the way, everything will be okay until I can go. Okay. But everything is to get everybody to their happiness. They want you to know, because a lot of you do now know what that feeling feels like. What true happiness and emotional contentment and peace feels like. You already feel it. You know it. You really all understand it for yourselves now. Okay. Whatever that is for you, in whatever way it is, so now everybody's like, okay, so how do I go after it? In the sense of like, I'm walking towards it. I have this. I understand what money, foundation, things tangible mean to me, and what exactly does out of it put a place for me. Like, where does it fit in for me now that I know what real happiness is? Because you're seeing things, you're getting enriched and enlightened. And for that, once you walk forward, it's leading you to have the treasure box, what it truly means to you: wealth, abundance, loyalty, wisdom, healed heart, your solar plex chakra, the yellow of the I can do this. Okay. And the dogs are unconditional love and loyalty, and the children, your future generations, and your inner child is happy again because you freed it. You freed it. That's why in the beginning they're saying remain high vibration, stay happy. Everything is the yes for you coming forward. The confliction is the defeat that you feel within your own thoughts. Stay grounded right now, because it's all about to be changed, and a wish coming true. And a wish coming true for you. Okay? Your wishes. Let me get this other deck. I'll do the right here, what's coming up, and the outcome. Okay. Yesterday, here's another thing. My own son, my Capricorn, because Cancer Capricorn, and I call him Merlin since he was born. He's my Merlin. He listened to this because don't let them shut you up is the moral. Okay. Because my own son tried to shut me up. Gave Stella a bone, which I thought was cute. I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. I'll give her, because he asked me, he's like, Mom, you think I should give her a piece of this meat? I'm like, give her a piece of it in pieces. Don't just give her the whole thing, because she might choke. I was being honest, because I literally walk and talk and think in channeled mode most of my life. So he did, and then he gives her a bone. And when he gave her the bone, something told me, watch her. Sure enough, I said, Darren, watch her. Don't give her the whole bone, because she might put it all in her mouth and it'll get stuck and she could choke. And I personally don't know how to do the Heimlich maneuver on a dog. Okay. So pay attention to your dog and watch her, And he's like, Mom, be quiet. I'm like, no, you don't understand. If I'm saying this, you need to watch her. And the minute I said that, she had the whole thing in her mouth. I'm like, see? He goes, you know what you need to do, Mom? I'm like, what do I need to do? You need to listen to me. He goes, you need to stop. Don't talk. Don't talk. I'm like, excuse me? And then I forgot he was my son, and I just heard his words, and I'm like, you will not shut me up. I cannot, and I will not be shut up. If I'm talking, there's a reason, because something's coming up in the future and I'm trying to help. So pay attention to me. He goes, don't talk. And the reason why he says don't talk a lot to me is because anytime I've talked in the past, that shit played out verbatim, and it freaked him out, but later on he is okay with it because he accepts me. But that's why he said don't talk, because he wasn't ready to have what was about to come out my mouth. And I said, well, then if that's not the case, then listen to me as soon as I say the first thing, so nothing else I say afterwards would happen. Sweet. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of somebody in St. Augustine that told me twice already. Twice. When you get to Europe, you know someone's going to approach you and you're going to end up, oh my gosh. And because they know you're tired. They know you're tired, honey. The battle, the 9 of Wands, every time you took action. But guess what? Foundation, tower moment, the crumbling, your intuition getting higher, 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 higher. Trust your intuition. Secrets will be revealed to you. That's the here and now. They know that you feel exhausted. You've been going through major battles. All of this tower moment, these faulty foundations are crumbling. As things around you are shattering and crumbling or dissipating, occurrences, trust your intuition as it happens in every step, everywhere you are throughout the weekend, because a lot of secrets are going to be revealed to you. And you're all ascending higher with your gifts, with your knowing. Control your emotions through this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Pluto's retrograde too. All the things that were hidden in the underworld of hell, of your own personal hated. Here's your redemption. Not you personally, but the ones that stood before you. Oh. Are you listening? Crossroads, 5 of Cups. They know that you have a decision to make and you need to know what direction you're going in. Okay. 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy. So a lot of you, secrets are going to be revealed, and it's going to cause you to feel like you're at a crossroads now with what is discovered. See everything I was channeling and everything that happened to me? Because what do I say? Shit happens to me a week or two before so that I could prep you guys, right? So I already went, and it's going to feel like, emotional defeat in the sense of sorrow, pains, and regrets. But turn around, get up, keep going, because the 2 of Cups is right behind you. And that's what the wish coming true coming up. Like you are whole. Go. Because everything else needed to happen in the way it needed to happen to clear you to have peace and to show others at this point. All right, what's this crossroads? And look, there's a deer staring right at him. And there's another deer over there. They're both looking at him. Which one are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Left or right? I know the deer. The deer's another thing. The deer in the headlights. Deer. What's the spiritual meaning of deer? Because there's 2 now. Hold on. In your crossroads. Deer spiritual meaning. Inner peace, tranquility, gentleness, intuition, graceful action, and self-awareness. They have a strong spiritual connection as they are aware of subtle energies happening all around them. Hence why they said trust your intuition. This weekend, as things happen around you from the battle you've been going through, every time you took action, it didn't work out, and they know you're tired, but you got that 1-1, okay? 9s are coming to a completion. So everybody's at their crossroads at this moment. What do? Okay, look at all that fire and beautiful orange sacral chakra, sunlight, greenery, okay? It clips out these sorrow, pains, and regrets of emotions of the past, okay? This weekend with the Scorpio blood moon, the pouring of the blood, okay? For the change. But get up and keep walking because you're headed to your balance, your 2 of cups for yourself, mind and emotions balanced, and everything divinely meant for you. So let's see here. After the sorrow, pains, and regrets. What is this? Wow. Oh, look. Isolation. The light in the darkness, the hermit. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Young fire. Ideas and thoughts of how to go after the things you desire. It's an evaluation period of going. They want you to go after the things that you're desiring, because the things that you're desiring is your higher self nudging you to what you already are meant to do. Because that desire is leading you to everything you always wanted and always felt and always sensed and knew, but couldn't put your finger on it. Okay. There is restoration, reciprocity. It's about equal balance of give and take, and victory and success from the battle. Look at that. Beautiful. So if anybody's holding on stubbornly, money, or just being stubborn and not moving, have patience, temperance. Okay. Have the patience you need right now in this energy, in this moment, in this weekend, as things come up to you with your intuition and understanding of this decision to go on whichever path you're about to go on. Okay. You're heavily protected, because look at the cup of fire and your cup of emotions. Okay. Your desires and your emotions, All right. You're going to get on your horse and go at it one more time. Okay. Because you're meant to. It's time to get on your horse. It's time to get on your horse. Your horse, your car, your RV, trailer, camper. I don't know. Get on your plane. Get on your train. Plane, trains, automobiles. Look at this. Build your strength and courage from the heartache and pain. Let it go. A change is here. They want you playful like the dolphins. They're very intelligent. There's the rainbow. You're heavily protected with this change and this decision you're going to make. And King of Pentacles. That's Taurus energy there. And we're in the Taurus energy with something. The North Node. Oh, no. Yeah. And Scorpio South Node, right? Not to mention the blood moon in Scorpio right now. So, and Pluto's retrograde. So, King of Pentacles, somebody strong, abundant, reliable, dependable, headed your way. For some of you will have an earth sign appear to help you through your struggle and battle and drama. Okay. Anything else? One more thing. The most important thing you want them to know through these 2 eclipses in this Mercury retrograde. There it is. The devil. Pluto retrograde. Page of Swords. I always feel like somebody's watching me and I get no privacy. Whoa. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You are so beautiful. You're so bright. You're so powerful. Pisses it, him, whatever it is, off. That it, him, it, whatever it is losing you. Because you fed it to make it its powerful that it is. No more. No more. What's that? The devil goes down in Georgia. Ooh, what does that mean? Oh, Marie, are you still here? You live in Georgia. Why did I say the devil goes down in Georgia? You better tell me what happens this weekend for me to just say that. Right? Right, Michelle? Yeah. But also, I have to say another thing, because it's a Page of Swords, they will give somebody the thought they need to remind them, hey, this is not good. It's devil energy. It's toxic for you. Let's go. And it might be an earth sign that possibly helps somebody else put the thought in them to research and develop the fact that it's been toxic. You know, I had to put it both ways. But for others, you guys, you know, fed the nectar, the sweetness of the purity, of the bright, of the love, and you know what I mean, kept and made him so boastful, so big, so fearful, so whoever, whatever it is, they know, it knows, whatever, it lost you and is pissed. Oh well, it's time to go. Okay. Wow. And then maybe look at the lyrics to Devil Goes Down in Georgia, because maybe there's something in that for somebody as well. But Maria's in Georgia, so she's gonna have to tell me this weekend what happened. Oh my God, it's so cloudy here, and with your reading, the sun is popping up. Oh, that's awesome. Because you're in Philly, right? You're in Pennsylvania, honey? I might have to fly out there just to go to the passport office on Chester Street in Bethlehem. The phone ringing was, she's not my aunt. She's like she's my ex-husband's aunt. But she's in Allentown. I got to call her back. Yeah, Bethlehem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might have to fly to Philly to renew my passport face-to-face. And so I don't have to wait 5 weeks. So I might take a trip just for the week. Because the renewal office is in Philly. I'm like, I can't wait 5 weeks. I'm like, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go face-to-face Philly, man. I'll go for the weekend. Monday morning, I'll go to the Philly passport office, do a 50. Yeah, man, I'm out of here. I will let you know. I will definitely, truly, honestly will let you know. And absolutely, because we're going to share that cheesesteak. And I am coming with sweatpants because I'm going to eat 2 cheesesteaks and a whole box of tasty cakes. In the dead of summer. I don't care. I'll wear a tube top. I don't know. I will let you know though for sure. Yeah, I'm like, listen, well, there's a will, there's a way. I know it's 5 weeks, you know, and expedited and overnight and, you know, for your passport. but I know the office is in Philly on Chester Street, so might just do that. Have it in my hand and then see some awesome people. Yeah. So I'll let you know. But that's it, guys. Okay. Have a beautiful weekend and let whatever storm, let whatever goes on. But really, most importantly, truly, you don't have to beat yourself up anymore for other things or other reasons or other people anymore. It's time for you and your happiness. So whatever keeps coming at you mentally, emotionally, just you did yourself enough. Now it's time to allow yourself the bliss that you deserve, that you keep feeling because it's meant for you to feel and have. All right. And no more sorries and regrets. No. Mm-mm. That's part of devil too, that energy, sitting in them, wallowing in that, So no more. Hey, Julie. I'm done now. I'm getting ready to get offline. So, all right, sweethearts, have an amazing weekend. And remember the messages because they were pretty darn good. Pretty darn good for different people. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Laugh at the face. Laugh. That's what you do. Laugh. Laugh.